Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. The high price old foreign men pay for validation in the Philippines. Let's talk about that today. I got this idea out of my comments from the video Loneliness. And men were talking about how they're being mistreated in the West, how they're being ignored in the West. A lot of us are suffering from attention deficit. We're not getting enough attention, or the attention that we think we deserve, and it's affecting our self-worth. But what is validation? You know, it's just a normal part of life. The desire to be liked or appreciated is universal. It's not just men. But I believe that as men grow older, our need for validation increases simply because of our position in the hierarchy of society. We want to be told, we want to feel our importance, that we still matter. We want to be wanted. And the West is constantly reminding us that our time is come and gone. But we feel, we're pushing back on that. We feel we have a lot to offer still, and relinquishing our position in the hierarchy of society is not going to be easy. We're going down fighting. The West is saying, it's time to hang up your gloves. But we're seeking that validation because the self-validation no longer working. We're no longer believing the lies that we're telling ourselves. That mirror don't lie, guys. Let's just be honest about that. So we want our appearance validated. So we're showing up over here with tattooed hairlines, tattooed eyebrows, colored beards. We're dyeing our hair. We're not ready for the scrap heap, guys, over here. And since we're being neglected and our desires to be recognized at home are being ignored, we're looking outside for that validation. And many of us have found it in the Philippines. But at what cost? See, every man has a price that he'll pay for some young Filipino to praise him all day. To stroke his ego is really what I want to say. To tell him how important he is, to tell him how needed he is. I call that the Filipino makeover. And we crave that. We want somebody that's going to listen to us and assure us that our opinion still matters. And we will pay for that. Be it money, relocating to a strange land where we don't understand the language or the culture. Look, we stick out like a sore thumb over here, but that's all right. We're willing to pay that price. Separation from our friends and family and everything familiar. Our lifestyles were given up. The convenience we're giving up. It's a high price that old foreign men pay for validation in the Philippines. But we're willing to pay that, whatever the cost, to hold on to our place in the hierarchy for as long as we can. We want to be wanted, guys. We want to feel our importance. Validation is normal. It's not just men. Everybody wants to feel liked and appreciated. That's universal. But as we grow older, I just believe, just me, this is my opinion, so don't beat me up for it, that our need for validation increases. The self-validation no longer works. We're no longer believing the lies we're telling ourselves. The mirrors don't lie. Every time you walk past that mirror, you see the truth. Maybe society's right. Maybe our time has come and gone. Maybe we are old and useless. But we're pushing back against that. We still feel our importance. we still feel that we have a lot left in the tank and we're not ready to give up our position in the hierarchy of society. We're going to go down fighting. And since our desires to be recognized at home are being ignored, we're looking outside for that validation. And many of us have found it over here in the Philippines. Yeah, it's a high price, but we'll pay any price rather than be thrown in that scrap heap of life. Every man has his price that he's going to pay to that young Filipino to praise him all day. Listen to me, guys. I see it all the time. I was on the beach yesterday, so I'm talking behind the beach. The wind was blowing too heavy, so I wasn't able to talk in front of the camera. But we'll pay any price for them to praise us all day, to give us that Filipino makeover that we crave. We desire that because we want to feel important again. We want to know that our opinion still counts, that someone is still listening to us. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's a normal part of life. But we pay a high price, guys. Money. It doesn't matter. Millions of pesos. If the war on men in the West is true, and men are suffering from attention deficit, meaning we're not getting enough attention and it's affecting our self-worth, then no price is too high for us to pay for that validation that we crave. So thank y'all so much for stopping by again. This really was a short video. And I'm not picking on men. This is coming from my comments. This is coming from y'all. Y'all are saying you're being neglected. You're saying you're being abused. You're saying you're being ignored over there in the West. So that's why you're coming over here, for your validation, your coronation, really, if that's what you want to call it, as men again. Because we're something less than men. The West is treating us less than men over there. So we're coming over here. The women are doing exactly what we're paying them to do. This is a part of my Get Tough challenge. To get tough physically, mentally, and today, spiritually. This validation is spiritual, man. This is going on inside of us. You can't see it. But we don't want to give it up, guys. So look, I'm not talking about your tattooed hairlines. I'm not putting you down for that. Do whatever it takes to get validated in your appearance. I didn't even know men wore tattooed eyebrows, but it's something that I'm learning every day. So if you're in America, it's getting late, before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. But if you don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break, and you see somebody out in the street or wherever you see them, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's early on a beautiful Sunday morning. Not a day goes by that we don't help somebody. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. I have one last audio book that I'm uploading today. Honesty is the best policy. Look for that. And then I'm going to start on Passport Brothers, the story, the case of the Sacred Brew. Take care.